You can have whatever you want. Do you believe it? Have you really asked yourself, what is it that I want? And it can be anything. I mean, whatever it is, big, small, whatever you think you can accept the reality of, you can have. It really is that simple. I know we complicate it with all of these different techniques and mantras and affirmations. And, there are people selling courses, selling techniques. All the information is out there. And I get it. I get why people charge because, hey, they're taking their time to understand the scientific way in which bringing whatever it is you desire into visibility. Because it's already there. Creation is finished. And everyone is just trying to assist the other on how to convince their mind that the thing they cannot see is already there. That whatever they're envisioning within their inner being, in their imagination, that it is just as tangible and as real as the chair you're sitting on, the home you're living in, the car you're driving, the clothes you're wearing. And that really is where people get lost because they're like, what? Wait, what? You're telling me that what I see in my mind is just as real as any object I see in space? And I say, yes. Yes, it is. It is just as real. And the only way you're really going to know, you have to convince yourself. You have to test it. You have to imagine something in your mind and make it so vividly real within you. And do nothing to try to make it come into your experience. Just allow for it to appear. You should have it. That's why people tell you to start off small. And it isn't so much that the universe cares about small or large or big. It's because you care. And since you care, then maybe you should start off with something not so grand. And then you move up because your faith will continually increase as you continually test yourself. So someone will say, well, imagine a ball. Baseball. Everybody knows what a baseball looks like, right? It's leather, it's round, it has the red stitching, right? Sometimes white stitching, but mostly red stitching. And, you feel it, you see it in your mind, and even though it's not physically with you, you know what a ball looks like. You know what a baseball looks like. And you know that it's real because you can imagine it. You can see it in your mind. You can see that picture of it. And then you can imagine yourself tossing it up, throwing it around, whatever. And then you do this every night. And the best time to do it is right before sleep or right before you awake. So you choose because you want to be in that drowsy state. That state is where you're most receptive to receive, where your subconscious is most easily impressed, is right before bed, right before you drift off to sleep. You hold that vision in your mind, or right before you awake, you hold that vision in your mind, or you can create a state of sleep, right? A state akin to sleep. Those who follow Neville Goddard are very familiar with that that phrase, that way of thinking. And so you can get very, very relaxed through any time of the day and convince yourself that you're very sleepy and that you're ready to take a siesta. You're ready to take a nap. You're ready to just drift off into dreamland. And you take that time to imagine the baseball. You're feeling it. You're tossing it. You're throwing it up in your hand. Maybe you're playing catch with a kid or nephew or son, daughter, whoever, and you have the mitt on your hand and you're taking the ball and you're throwing it back and forth, and you're just enjoying it, and you're not thinking too much about it. You're just knowing that you're playing with this ball, and you drop it, and throughout the course of the day you ain't even thinking about that ball. It's not even coming into your mind. You ain't thought nothing of you going about your day. You going to work, whatever. You're cleaning your home. You're working out. You're running your business. You're raising your children. Whatever you're doing, you watching TV all day. You on your phone all day. You on social media all day. Whatever you do, and then the next night you do the exact same thing. You imagine that you are playing with this ball, and you are just seeing this ball, and you can feel the leather. You can feel the size of it. You can see it. And then, you drift off to sleep. And then, when you come across that ball, and you did nothing to make that ball appear, you didn't go out saying, oh, I'm going to go to Walmart, because, I'm going to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, or I'm going to go to Amazon. No, you're not going to do any of those things. You're not going to ask your neighbor's son, does he have a ball? You're not going to do anything. But you're going to see, in the not too distant future, that a baseball is going to appear in your world. And then that's you convincing yourself, testing this out, that this is real. That what you imagined would happen took place in a way that you do not know. You don't know where this ball is going to appear in your world. You absolutely have no idea when, where, and how this is going to happen. And that's how you're going to test it. That's how you're going to prove to yourself. And then once you do that, then the sky is the limit. That then you can start testing it in other things in your life. Better health, more money, successful business, marriage, reconciling relationships, whatever it is, traveling, you want to win stuff, you want gifts, you want a certain lifestyle, you want, to be just have more than you ever thought you could have, whatever that is that you desire to have, right? You want to just not have to get up and go to work anymore for the rest of your life. You just want to be able to get up and just do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, and just see yourself doing it, whatever. It does not matter. Because once you find that your imagination creates reality, who cares what anybody else says? Who cares what anybody else thinks? You have found the keys to the kingdom. You have discovered your Christ. You have discovered your Savior, and you realize it was always within you. No one can stop you. No one can tell you what to think. No one can tell you how to think. Now, people may try, and people have done it, but you had to accept it. You had to agree to it. You had to consent to it. So, and that's in this moment, now that you have discovered who has the power, where this power lies, as the Bible reminds us, it was always within. The kingdom was always within. Your Savior was always you. You were always the one that was going to free yourself from the chains of bondage. You were always going to be the one to unlimit yourself. You were always going to be the one to get rid of lack and fear and doubt and all those things. But you had to try it first. You had to try it, and you had to make sure that it worked. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the key to remembering is to remember how you get it. Once you get the money, once you get the big house, once you have the loving marriage, once you have the healthy body, don't forget how you got it. Don't give power to the money. Don't give power to the medicine or the doctors or the food or the training or the exercise. Don't give the secondary effects the cause, the power. Remember, it was you. It was the way you thought. It was your thinking. It was your faith. It was your trust in yourself and your ability to know that I may not know how it will happen, but I know that it has already happened, that I am already that person. So if you want to continue down this path of remembering who you are, remembering that you are the operant power, the power does not operate on its own. Please comment, like, share, follow, subscribe, join all of my social media platforms. All of them, whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram. I have pages, and that's all I talk about because this is my life. This is who I am. I know this is my purpose, and I just want to share with you because your success is my success. My success is your success. Let's be happy for one another. Let's cheer one another on. Let's all get what we desire right now. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy relationships, overflowing finances, just everything. Like, we can really have it all. We just have to accept that reality and get rid of fear and doubt and limitation. Let those things that weighed us down and let it go. And there's a process, there is a way. And it all happens during that time, right before sleep. You're telling your subconscious how you want to experience this life by impressing upon it that life is good, life is wonderful, and that I can have and be whatever I desire as long as I can accept that reality, as long as I can get the feeling of it. And that's what the feeling is. Feeling is the acceptance. It has nothing to do about morals or integrity. Leave all that judgment for everybody else, that judgment of good and evil. Leave it alone. Just focus on what it is you want. And as long as you abide by the golden rule, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you can do and be and have whatever you desire. Just make sure you're not hurting anyone else, because if you're hurting someone else, then you're hurting you, and it's just a whole spiral down, and you think you may get away for it for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever. The consciousness is no respect of person. If you believe something is wrong for another person, then it will be wrong for you too. That's just how it goes. That's just the law of life. Because you're thinking it, you're creating it. Remember, you're the only thinker in your reality. Never lose sight of that. Never forget that. So again, I say, like, share, follow, comment, ask me questions, whatever it is, because I have to take an assessment of my life, and it is very good. It is very awesome. I truly do get to do whatever I desire. I really do get to wake up every morning and don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything, and it is a blessing. It is wonderful. It is marvelous. And I realized that I did create this reality because this is something I asked for maybe 10, 20 years ago. And I'm living it now, and it is awesome. It is wonderful. It is delightful. And I just want to show you all how you can have it too. You can have peace of mind. You can have joy in your soul. Be thankful. Be appreciative, which means to give value to your life. You get to set the standard. You get to give meaning. So yes, again, follow, like, share, comment. My YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram. I have all this information, a plethora of information to help you on your journey to realize that you can be whatever you desire. The best version of you is awaiting, just is there. It's already there, just awaiting for you to claim it, just to own it, just to speak it, to embody it, to feel it, to accept it. And your journey begins now.